Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay fellas, for this joyous Thursday evening for you, I have video 4 from a winter build of my Heller 1/100 scale HMS Victory. Okay fellas, I've been pretty much on this 10 days straight. This is the 10th day I've been on it. And thus far, I got the hull done and with less figurehead painting on it. And I got the 2 gun decks completely assembled, painted. And I've got exactly 60 32 pounders already been assembled and painted, installed on the gun decks. And so I got, right now I got to apply the Spar Deck next, or the punishment deck they call it, or weather deck. And that's got to be painted and treated and everything before it's assembled to the as a third deck on this. And as I tell you, it's this thing is a very time-consuming build, guys. But plastic, you know, it's very difficult in some stages because you really got to pay attention to the instructions, the way that's engineered and described on there construction-wise. And there's one thing of caution too. When you lay your decks down, you got these beams that go across thwartship. They come over most of these deck supports. You can be very, very careful with those when you glue those in. When that's glued in real good, they'll serve very well to lay your decks on flat. In other words, if you don't put them on, your deck will sag like a bad diaper. So you keep those decks straight on there on your gun decks. You gotta make sure your beams that come across, make sure they're secured to your hull real well. And I highly suggest replace those with wood, a lot more stronger than the plastic they give you. So I've used the plastic in the kit. It seems like they're okay. And they're doing the job very well. So this thing wasn't built to bounce around. So like most models are, they got to be handled gingerly. Okay, I've been doing a lot of touch-up painting. I got the rudder installed. The rudder comes off and on. And I got to take it off because I got to put the rear transom on there. And I got the galleries all done, the side galleries, and also the transom. I haven't got the glassing yet, so that's what I got on the stern of the ship. That took me about 4 hours to do all that. And I painted it mixture too, which calls for on the plans a combination of paint of white and a smidgen of green. You can't go wrong, fellas. Our 2 side galleries are treated the same way. And inside, they too are painted mixture M2. And I also got to put the glass inside there also. I can't install that until I get the Spar Deck in place. Okay, also, what else I do with this thing? There's something else. What was that something else? Oh yes, that's something else. I got it today. You'll see it as we view the Victory. I bought a piece of wood for it, a display base, put it on there. I'm going to stain it and everything. And I got me some screws, I got me some screws, the countersunk screws, wood screws. I don't screw through there because, matter of fact, on the stand, you got your holes on your display stands are countersunk array to accept the countersunk screw. So that's a good added feature right there. So before I do that, I'm going to paint the stand pieces black, and I'll go ahead and mark the center parts of the center positions where I can locate the stand on, so the ship is completely centered on the piece of wood, and put the same on there. And so Hobby Lobby's got a lot of stuff. Also, this is a great help. Also, I got Bruce Kerr of Mystic Ship Models inspired me to go down to Hobby Lobby. I got a bunch of these eye pens. I usually make mine out of wire. But like I say, there's probably a couple of hundred in here. I don't know what the count is, but there's a lot in there. Instead of using the plastic eye bolts that they give you in the kit, which are the same thing on the cutting saw, also the old iron sides in the Revell range. Like I say, I never use those plastic eyelets anyway because they break, fellas. They break. These are strong. These are strong. All you gotta do is add a little ACC, pop in the holes right there, and you get some strong eyelets, and it's telling your rigging, you ain't going nowhere. I'm secure. You ain't gonna break me. So I had to suggest that Hobby Lobby guys go in there. They got a lot of goodies in there. They got a lot of stuff, especially if you're dabbling with the ship models. You know, I mean, there's so much stuff in there that you can really put your imagination into realization by buying stuff there now to a ship model, something like the Victory. Okay. Okay, in view right now, we're going to take a look at the Lord Horatio Nelson's HMS Victory. I'll show you how much old Frankie Day's got it. Okay. As you can see, I got the gun deck. The 2 gun decks have been installed. There's exactly 60. Yeah. There's 60 32 pounders, which is smart. This is why the English had it over over a lot of ships of the line. They always, for stability, they always had the heavier guns at the bottom towards the keel and the 24 pounders on top. And even 12 pounders they had on top. The lighter artillery is on top and the heavier guns are at the bottom for stability. See, that's what sunk the Swedish ship, the Vasa, in Stockholm. When she sunk, when she heeled over and sank, is because all the heavy guns were at the top. They thought we put heavier guns at the top, we really could do some damage, but they didn't think about the stability. And plus, the way the hull was designed, it had a very thwart ship towards the keel. It didn't bulge out on the Victory. How do I do this here? On the Victory, it comes out like this, and it bulges out like at the bottom. But the Vasa just kind of came straight and went out like this and down like that. Didn't have very much of a displacement of the keel. That too contributed toward the sinking. But this thing here is, the designer of this ship was short of genius. The Victory has been painted in so many colors. There's no controversy over conversely fighting over the colors of the yellows. This is ochre color, not yellow. It's ochre, and now with professionals in England right now, they repainted the Victory in her true colors, how Nelson would have seen it. And they mixed ochre with a little bit of white or cream color to bring it down to a lighter shade. But it depends on the light. Now, when light hits this looks like it's kind of like an off yellow, but it's ochre. Believe me, fellas, trust me, it's ochre. And if she let me pick her up by her keel, you can see how the light hits this thing a little differently. And so I got all of her guns in place and everything on the gun decks. That red right there, fellas, it's supposed to be like that. I've done some research. Now on the Victory in Portsmouth Harbor, it don't show that. And they were painted red like that for psychological reasons. Because I'll tell you one thing, anything that's more frightful, fellas, take it from me. When I was in Vietnam, I seen a lot of guys get killed. And human anatomy is not a very pretty thing to look at. Even the sight of blood isn't very pretty. It's shocking to see blood. You see somebody laying there next to a pool of blood. It scares you. It's frightening. So on the way to overcome the fright, if they paint the decks red, they paint the bulwarks red, and when he bleeds out in combat, it'll go against the red paint, and it ain't gonna be that scary. You just see somebody laying there, they can't move, you just get them out of the way and reman the gun. So that was put there as cyclical reasons. And everything else was just a deck teak wood they used. And the Victory is a very well-built, monstrous ship. My God, I tell you, those men had I don't know how they did it back in those days. And there was no computer involved, no power tools, no nothing. They're done with rod axe, all hand tools to make a perfect, beautiful ship like this. And Lord Nelson would be very proud for people who have his ship in display in their homes. And I hope Sir Lord Horatio will come here one of these days and see this here in my home. And it's a very beautiful ship, guys. This is a great kit. It's a real nice kit. These over here, I'm talking about, these are your beams. They cross over your beams. That's where your deck fits on top of. I advise using wood and AC them to your sides of the, because matter of fact, you got a little L-shaped indentations there where they sit at, where they seat at. You take your wood and just kind of, it supersedes this. This plastic, I don't know what they're thinking of. They should have made this. What makes it so, especially on the gun deck, lower gun decks, in the middle it was cut out down below. That weakens the whole thing. I don't know why they did that, but these are securely in the IACC. These the hull. They're pretty strong. Ain't gonna go nowhere. So yeah, you can't put too much pressure on this thing anyway. Like most models, you can't put too much pressure on it. They got to be handled gingerly and very delicately. And this goes together very well. This is a good kit, guys. A model like this should take anybody take anybody 4 to 5 months to build something like this. I think I gotta have this thing done by January. That I got sitting out, so I'm going to show you guys next to right after this presentation of my update build construction of the kit. The kit in general is a very good kit, guys, but the plastic is very brittle and it's not forgiving. It's really brittle plastic. It don't take much to bust something like that. Any pressure, snap. Especially the yards. That's why I'm replacing the yards with wood doweling. Also the mass of wood doweling. And I'm going to make quite certain everything that this thing's going to be structurally strong. And if a person really want to be adventurous and has nothing but time on their hands, can actually rig all these 32 pounders with tackle and blocks. That would take a long time. I'd say on these 60 guns that I've laid down on the deck of this here ship, I would say it would take me about 4 months to do all that, rig all that up. That's a lot of work, but it's been done. But you know something? You can't see it. You can see the cannon sticking out, but you know it's there. That's like us modeling airplane builders. All the detail he put inside there, you can't see it to be covered up, but you know it's there. Same difference we have here. So anyway, this is a good kit, guys. Anybody has this in their stash, don't be bashful. Build it. This is a good kit. And it goes together very well. Just follow the instructions, and you can't go wrong. And It's nice. So I've been on this thing every day, guys. This is about the 10th day I've been on it. And constantly painting over, touch here, touch up there, touch up here, there. And checking my work. If something needs to be redone, I have to do it. So far, I'm looking over it right now. I can't find nothing for me to touch up on. I'm pretty happy. After I get that spar deck and everything on there done, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to finish up the painting on the towards the bow area. I'm going to go ahead and start painting the figurehead. I'm going to attach the stern galleries. I'm going to attach the stern galleries back here. That's about like A right there. So after the spar deck's done, I'm going to attach all this, attach it together, make sure it's all attached together quite well. And start painting on this is the gilded work on the bowsprit, on the cutwater. And I got a lot of work to do, guys. So you got to kind of set a goal in this thing. You got to more or less kind of figure out how much you're going to do. Now, my goal for me tomorrow is get the pipe rails installed, get the bowlers installed, paint the same. After that's done, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the spar deck, prime it. I'm going to brush a teak wood and go over with nice brown wash. Install same on top of my third gun deck, top of my second gun deck, and attach it on the and all these left is go ahead and just put the poop deck on. That'll come on last, but I got a lot of work plans that goes on. So I'm gonna mostly go ahead, like I say, my goal for tomorrow is get the pipe rails put on here, get them painted, get the spar deck all painted, get that installed, and close off this transom area. And let it dry. The next day, come over and start doing some painting on the cutwater. And loads of work, guys. Okay, we'll take the camera back to yours truly over here. Here I is right over here, guys, right here. Okay. I figure I'll have this thing done by, my hopes are really, if I really, I ain't going to be in a hurry in this thing. It's October, November, December, January. I'll say probably at the beginning of January, I should have this thing completely finished. And I'm looking at possibly 40 videos. So there'll be a lot of videos on this. A lot of them. And, oh yes, I'm getting off track here. Oh, at the store today. I got this out. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I went and made a review of this thing. I had this for maybe about 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know, a long time. This is La Réunion, La Follette. This is the French frigate. This is a wooden kit, and I mean to tell you guys, this is gonna be the January build all the way up. And I want to tell you something what's so queer about this kit. When I first got this kit, opens up. First thing I like to do, I like to delve into the instructions, into the plans, like we all do, so we get familiar with what we're building with. Well, to my horror, to my horror, when I looked around, I couldn't find the instructions. And I thought, how the hell am I going to build this thing now? I thought, I'm not going to buy no more of these kits from Arsenio to Latina Arsenio no more. I said, they screwed me over twice buying their Virginia, that sloop they had, that Baltimore Clipper they had. When they had Mississippi instructions there besides the Virginia, the Baltimore Clipper instructions was supposed to be with the kit. And so as I read on, so I looked here and I said, what's this of? Here's my instructions. Here's my plans. CD-ROM. Man, that is a strange way of building a model ship. I like to have full plans where I can take measurements off of and see if I want. All it is CD-ROM. I plugged this in tonight. And all this is, it shows you the plans of the ship. It tells you how many millimeters go here, how many millimeters go here and there, everywhere. All pictorial. You get to look at the computer right there and build your model as if I was building a model and watching one of you great fellows build your models, like you do with me too. So, I don't know about this. So I decided to give it a whirl. It's such a beautiful model. It's all wood. And I can't even tell you, this is a very beautiful model. That's coming down next year's build. I really enjoyed building the ships again. I miss building them. But I'm not going to peter off from this victory. It's going to be a full build, guys. I had up airplanes for a while. I built a lot of airplanes, so I figured it's time to get on ship models. And this HMS Victory right here interests me at no end. And I enjoy building it. So you got one of these, take your time with it. And those beams go across the hull. Replace them with wood. They'll be a lot stronger, a lot better. I'm getting by what I did with this. But I know how flexible they are, what they can be. If it's bopped really hard, it can break. The decks will go bump like this, you know, because the boat, the two bottom gun decks, they come in halves. They lap over like this, and like I say, that beams go, they come like this, and they'll throw wherever they ask you. So just be careful. The main thing is once you get that Spar Deck really glued in there, really good. But I don't see nothing that can happen to it because it's got strength. The only strength the deck has got is the two hull has. And once you glue it in the deck on top, that's going to reinforce that. So that'll be all right. It'll work out. So anyway, replace those anyway, guys. Just take the measurements off the parts you're using, and you'll be just fine. The rigging in this thing is described in chapters, so you got to be very, very careful. There's been a few guys that built this thing on YouTube, and they did a really, very fine job on it. This thing is a museum piece. Once it's done, this thing will be welcomed, and it'll fit in any museum there is. No matter if every model is made out of wood, this thing will fit in with this as well. So, and also advice too is go ahead and put this thing in the display case, because you got a lot of pointy fingers going around. It don't take much to bust the stuff. So this is a wonderful kit. Get one. Take your time. Don't be bashful. And I'm going to try to formalize live action. A lot of videos are going to be live action and also off camera. And so I'm going to get some live action videos going. And I can be able to describe what I'm doing. You guys can be watching. I can explain things like I did when I was laying down the copper paint. See, that's how you make those holes look nice like that, guys. Antique them. When they get done, they look perfect. I mean, they look like an oxidized hole that's been in the water for a while. And what I like about that hole, it's really rough too. It's really, yeah. I just love touching this Victory. It's a beautiful ship. Just I like the crest, the bottom of its hull. It's beautiful. Okay, next video will be coming up. I'll tell you what, Thursday? No, Frank, it's Friday. Good gravy. It's 20 minutes to 1. Oh, Lord. That's okay. You got nothing but time. Anyway, I have a video by this Sunday. By the Sunday, I should have the Spar Deck, everything on there like the way I said it's going to be done. That's my goal, I'll be set. Then after that, just go ahead and start building. And so I got a lot of work to do tomorrow on this thing. I got to put the sail vanes on it, back rails, bollards, decks, painting here, painting there. I'm going to be busy beaver. So I like, first of all, before I close here, I'd like to thank all my wonderful new subscribers for tuning in. And thank you very much for everything. And also all you great fellows out there who viewed and comments on my videos. I'm very honored. I'm going to try to get some better videos coming out, guys, because I see a lot of videos out there that are going down there and they look very professionally done. Because I imagine you got editing tools. I don't. And plus, I got a camera down, and all I got left is this webcam up here, and what's on my computer right there too. So I'm more or less pretty well happy with what I got right now. I just can't take any pictures of these things and post to my Facebook pages, and that's what I like to do too. Can't do it because my camera's down, so I'm gonna probably stop by. When I get off work tomorrow, I'm gonna swing by Best Buy and see if I can find a good camera tomorrow and a good camcorder, and so I can take some good pictures and have a good video. And out there beside my house out here, trailer. I mean, I got a nice area out there. The table I got out there, I put it out there. It's very secluded and it's a lot of serenity. It's secluded area out there, and I have no interference of nobody. And be quiet out there, make some good videos. And also, I can take good pictures of my finished models too, just like I did at the old place. And I'm thinking about buying another big, huge, 10 by 15 foot storage area, and go ahead and make a model shop in there, where I can build my big stuff at. And here, I got pretty much at the limit in here right now. I got a lot of stuff in here, and I don't want to go overboard on it. Anyway, just rambling, guys. I'm getting a little tired here, and I just want to guys keep you guys going and keep up my build right here. Well, like I say, I've been building this. I've been pretty busy on this victory here. And I'll put about 3 or 4 hours a day on this thing, and mostly just touching up painting here and there. What take a lot of time is assembling those cannons. I'm gonna tell you something. There's 7 pieces each one of those cannons. You got 104 guns. A lot of cannons. I still got more cannons to go. I got 12 pounders and 24 pounders to go. So 24 pounders, that'll be on the next chapter. I'll have them installed top of the Spar Deck. So for now, I got stuff to do before that goes down. I got plenty of time for that. Okay, like I said before earlier, a while ago in the video, I'd like to thank everybody out there for your wonderful candor and your wonderful comments on the videos. I'm very honored, every one of you. I'm very truly sorry that I haven't replied back to you on the forum, on my modeling, on the comment section. And I will get back to you guys. I promise I will. I just, right now, just kind of been working and stuff, working on the victory and everything else. Keep busy. Okay. You got it. Make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Spend wisely. Get yourself a kit. Get kit crazy like Stu says. Winter's here. Time to build models. Holiday season coming up. Time to build more models. And please take care of yourselves and beware of your surroundings when you go to work or to the store. Do your constitutional deeds. So please be careful out there. Please be safe, guys. Please be safe. God, yes. Please be safe. I love you guys. You guys take care. This is Frankie Day signing off for Frankie Day Models. And we'll get you guys this Sunday on video 5 on the Heller 1 to 100 scale HMS Victory. We'll see you, boys.